Well, it's been a disturbing night of news across the country. Ken Rice is in the anchor desk and ready to tell you about it at 11, Ken.
Hey, Bob, we're on top of several breaking stories here and around the country. Police in Maine are searching for a gunman after multiple mass shootings, plus a fire at a longtime business back here, and a local school district taking a big step tonight aimed at improving safety. All coming up at 11. Bob, see you then.
All right, Ken, thank you very much. Let's go to Chuck in Uniontown. Hello, Chuck. How have you been?
Good evening and thank you. Three cheers to Jeff. Laissez-faire just doesn't make it in baseball off season. Watch what the Pirates do. If they're effective, if they're aggressive, then they got better chances for next year. But they got a lot to do before they can be a playoff team. But anyhow, what I wanted to ask you is about the Steeler game. Given the ineffectiveness of Jacksonville's secondary, do you see the Steelers passing more, or do you see them trying to run the ball to keep Trevor Lawrence off the
That's a good question, Chuck. And I'll tell you this. It's like running against a wall with those guys, Walker and others on that line. They're really good, but they also have been very, interrupting people in game situations with I think they have 9 or 10 interceptions. They've dropped like 7 unders. They force fumbles. They give up yards, Chris, but mostly through the air. On the ground, I don't know if the Steelers, they're going to want to do it. They're going to try to do it, but I don't know how much success they'll have.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett talked today, and you could tell he believes in what I think they all believe in, the idea that they've got to run the ball effectively and stay ahead of the chains and on schedule, even if it's only 2 or 3 yards on first down. They want to get into these third and shorts. It's a nice idea. Their line is playing a little bit better of late. Man, would it be a nice sight to see that line take a big step forward and kind of dominate the line of scrimmage. As for Kenny throwing the ball, I don't think they're going to want to open it up too much, but they do let him throw aggressively downfield. He only had 1 turnover-worthy play graded in that last game, but he's going to have to be very careful with the ball because that's an explosive offense that will make the Steelers pay if they turn it over.
Yeah, there's no question about that. And they've been scoring a lot of points, and they're 5-2. They're hot. And
it's a good team. It's a really good team.
All the way through. And they got a lot of wide receivers to try to cover, too, which I hope Joey Porter gets in there on a regular basis now. We'll see how they utilize that situation with Peterson. Levi Wallace, who, by the way, I don't think he practiced today. That might be an opening there. I don't know what his injury is, Chris, but
they say it's a foot. Who knows? A stress fracture from just running so much, chasing Puka Nacua all over the place. I hope he's all right,
yeah.
But I think that means we might see Joey Porter in a true starter's role. And I'm ready for it. Stick him on Calvin Ridley and let's get to business here, right? I mean, that would be a nice sight.
A couple of times last week, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I want to see Joey Porter thrown into it.
Thanks very much, Chris. As always, appreciate it. You'll be back here again tomorrow night. I won't be, but you'll have a good time with Rich Walsh. He'll be here taking your phone calls. We hope you join us tomorrow night and every night, really, at 10:35. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow.